Welcome back to my channel. I am back from my holiday. I was away for a very long weekend with some family, but I've now come back, so you probably wouldn't have seen many videos really because I didn't have time to make them. But anyway, welcome back, and sorry for, well, not really sorry for going on holiday, but you know what I mean. I always think if I'm on holiday, please do check out my older videos. And it's because it's always nice just to go back and look at some of the videos I've done from the past, because I have been doing this for quite a number of years now. So anyway, this video is hashtag Tag Tuesday again, and this is a little challenge that I set up last year. I think it was about September time last year. But since the new year, 2026, I've been giving everybody prompts, everybody who wants to join in, and I have got quite a few people now joining in, which is superb. And if you do want to join in, what you need to do is, if you're sharing a project on YouTube, it would be great if you did a video. Don't feel that you have to though, but there's a few people doing that now, which is superb. Put my hashtag Tag Tuesday, hosted by myself, handmade by Shirley, in the description box. And even if you are posting it on social media, Instagram, Facebook, or wherever else, please put hashtag Tag Tuesday, hosted by myself, handmade by Shirley. Now this week's prompt is teddy bears, and I thought, oh no, I was going through all of my, I thought I had some Gummy-a-Pan teddy bears, but I couldn't find any, so I obviously don't. And I looked through a few other things. I couldn't find anything teddy bear. Then I thought, oh, I'll draw a teddy bear. And I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. So I looked through my stamps and I found Paddington Bear. Because I thought, well, Paddington is a teddy bear, really, isn't he? So I've had this for a while. I got this when it was actually the Craft Stash. So you'll know how long ago that is. So that's what I'm going to use for my teddy bear tag today. So I've got a piece of grey card which measures 3 1/4 by 6 1/4, and then this piece which I'm going to make a background with some of the stamps, excuse me, and then I'm going to pop this on. I'm going to do a topper with one of the Paddington stamps and possibly add some wording. So that's my plan. So I'm going to pop that to the side for now, and then I'm going to get, so I've got some nice VersaFine clear ones here, which I thought I could make a bit of a background. So as I say, they came from a long time ago, the Craft Stash, and I think I got something else with it, but I can't think really what it was. So I thought I'd use the little paper aeroplane, if I get some blocks over, and I could use that one to make a background. I could use this to show that the movement of the little paper aeroplane as well, and perhaps I could maybe have the bus as well in the background. Let's just pop the bus onto a block, and then I'll think about what I'm going to do next after that. So I've got some black. Now I'm probably going to have to actually colour these in, so I'm just going to do some VersaFine. Don't have to colour them in a minute, I don't suppose. So VersaFine fine detail stamp. So I have anything to go under me. So I'm just going to use this piece of grey paper just to, so I can just stamp off, and it's not going to go onto my base piece of card. Well, base piece on the table, basically my table. So I'm just going to put randomly a couple of these on, just to make a kind of background. So it'll be interesting to see what everybody does. I love seeing what people do, because a lot of people's interpretation of things is so different. So it's quite nice when you do see something you think, oh, that's a great idea, never thought of doing that. So I think that's all the buses that I'm going to do. So I'm going to pop the paper aeroplane on now. Try and get it on going the right way. Leave a bit of a space for the sort of stamp for the kind of movement as well. And just one there. Oh, I didn't stamp properly, did it? That's better. And maybe one going that way. That'll do. And then let's just do this bit here, which kind of creates a bit of the movement of the paper aeroplane, I would say, anyway, certainly. Try not to go over anything too much. Always just add a few wee bits, just to sort of fill it in a wee bit. Now, I haven't brought any. I brought these and I was thinking that I would be using them, so I won't actually be using them. So back in a minute with some pens. Right, so I've come back with some colours, so I'm just going to colour these in really quickly. So I'm just doing the paper plane, a sort of grey colour. Like so. Yeah, I haven't used this for ages. Because I've been getting new furniture for my craft room, which is actually not built yet. It's in our hallway at the moment. It's still in boxes. But because, as I say, I'm getting new craft furniture, and it's got quite a lot of storage box in it. I've been going through some of my stuff and just putting a bundle for the charity, a bundle for selling, and then the rest is obviously ones I'm keeping. So as I was going through them and thinking, gosh, I've not used that for such a long time. So let's do the red bus. I'll try and do it quickish. Might not be too precious about getting it completely coloured perfectly. Might be a bit more messy, she says. Tell you what I'll do, I'll put you on fast forward for this piece and then we'll come back, okay? I've done that and that's come out quite well. I'm quite happy with that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to stick these together and then I'm going to punch the hole into the middle, the top. So I'm going to bring you up slightly again, just hope the lighting's okay, because I'm doing this on the Monday night, so hoping the lighting's okay. So I've got this crocodile. I need to get some glue, which is over here, and then I can just stick this down together. So just bring this on the back. And then I'm just going to line that up with a nice border, going around the edge like that. Now I think I will just go in and just colour these wheels in, just before I put the rest of the tag together. That. And I've just noticed something. That's the top for the glues. I've just noticed, I think this was the red I used. These bits probably wasn't actually. It's a different colour of red, isn't it? Never mind, that'll work. I think that was the only bit. Right, I'm just going to punch a hole in the tag, and it's just going to go down to about there. And now, have I got my, yes I do, I've got my eyelets here. So let's see what we use. I've got a very red ones. I think I'm just going to go for these ones here, and I'm going to go for, I think, one of the sort of browny ones, the dark brown colour. And get it out. Here we go. Probably a brass one or something. Just put that over there. And then let's just pop that in. And then let's just put that down. There we go. Fine, excellent. I'll probably just use this string again. I don't have very much ribbon. I seem to have used all the ribbon that I had, and I don't tend to buy ribbon as a ribbon. Or what I would like to buy though is that the eyelash twine ribbon thing that I've been gifted by Kim Kelly, but some other people, and I'm not sure where you would get that because I haven't actually seen it. Perhaps from a haberdashery shop or something, maybe, I don't know. I certainly haven't seen it myself. Anyway, not to worry. So the next part I'm going to do is going to be some more stamping, and I'm going to use, pop these over there just now. So I'm going to make, I think I'm going to use maybe that bit with Paddington Bear, and maybe, I don't know if we could just perhaps have them sitting. So I've got this other piece of card I can use to stamp on with, so we will get this off first. Get a block. Stamp that one first. So I'll just stamp that there. So that's quite good. Or, and we could also have this one where he's sitting down, I think reading a book. So let's just pop him on there. And we will just, I love Paddington Bear. I never actually need to go, I haven't seen him in Edinburgh. I need to go and see him on the seat in Edinburgh. In Princess Street Gardens. So there we go. So I think these are the two I'm going to use. As I say, I don't know if you can get this stamp anymore, because as I say, I got it a long time ago, when just before the Craft Stash was closing down, so probably can't get them now. Now, got this punch, which should punch out that. So I could just put that onto there, and then I would want to probably colour these in. So he's got a red hat, hasn't he? So I'll just do a little bit of red, darker red, just where we can see that there's a bit of shading. Like that. And then there's a kind of lighter red here, which I'm just going to blend. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to. That's okay. Don't worry. And then let's blend this one in. I just tend to go over the darker red, or whatever darker colour it is. I could use 3 colours, but I'm not going to. So then the next thing we want is blue jackets. We've got 3 blues here. I think the lightest one, oh, I'm not sure, could be this one. No, that's the darker one. That's quite a dark one. They're all probably quite dark, actually. Let's just, oh, see, I'm doing that again. I'm thinking it's still on the page. I can always just, that's probably not the right blue really for his jacket, but it's the one I'm going to use in a minute. So just, as I say, I've not quite decided if I'll use this piece or I'll use both pieces, so just best to colour it all in and then see where we go from there. I might just put a little darker on there and under the arms. Just kind of blend that back together. So that's that piece. I haven't finished yet, obviously, because it's I'll put that lid on there. So let's just try and do it where we think it will be slightly darker. And then probably under there. And probably a little blue that side as well. Right. And then let's just go over the top. I don't think there's much of a difference in colour really. A slight difference probably. Let's go back to this piece. Just down. So there, I don't know if that's his jacket as well. Just put a wee bit blue there. There we go. There's a wee bit mist there. And then what we're going to do is do his body. So his body's a kind of browny colour. So I've got a couple of browns. I've got a really dark brown, which is burnt sienna, I've got walnut and terracotta. Let's see if they would work together. I've not used these pens for a bit, actually. Oh. Let's just try it and see. That's all we can do. He is a brown bear though, isn't he? So we'll just do a little bit on there, some on his hand there, and his face. And he's got his other wee paw around that side, and then this piece here, and put it around there, and then I'm just going to see, I don't know if this is going to work, but hopefully it'll blend in a bit with that. It's not too kind of right, I think that's okay. I just tend to go over it all so that it all blends in. Excuse me. These hands. Just kind of blend it all in together. That's fine, and then we can just finish off with his book. I've got some grey here, so I've got a sort of dark grey and then a sort of lighter, or well, maybe not. Whatever I've got. So just come down that bit, go that way, and then let's use the other one just to kind of go over the top, blend these in a bit. And there's a little bit just on there, and then I'm just going to quickly come back, having cut him out. So back in a minute. Right, so I've cut them out, and I know I've got a mark there, but I'll take that out later. So I'm just going to pop him up on foam tape, scissors here, and when it's dry I'm going to add some glossy accents to my tag. I did that last time with my tag as well. I tend to do that when I put it on social media. So if you go to my social media, we would see the actual finished design on there. The last one, which was Bubbles, and it's not here because it's in that little wallet. I put lots of glossy accents, and I did put that onto my Instagram and my YouTube. So I'm just going to pop them on there like that, and this bit's just going to sit there as well, and it's going to go on foam tape. If you don't have foam tape, you can use packaging, cardboard packaging from a box, or a sort of cardboard envelope of some description, and that's also a good way to pop it on and heighten your project. But I've had that tape, that foam tape, I got it, it must be 2 years ago, and it's still, and I've not used it a lot lately, but I said I have used it, like, I mean, over that 2-year period quite a bit, so it has lasted. So that's from Sticks to Anything, if anybody's interested in that one. And then I'm just going to pop this onto here like that, and then that is going to be my Tag Tuesday with the prompt teddy bears. So do let me know your thoughts, and do go head over. I'll put the people that sort of regularly join in the description box of this video down below. So if you go have a look to see, there's people who join in regularly, but also watch out for the hashtag Tag Tuesday on social media as well. And thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back soon with something else. Take care. Bye for now.